Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. I'm settling in with my favorite drink, coffee, and today I want to talk to you about the books I plan to read in January. So let's get into it. The first book that I plan on reading in January, actually that I plan on finishing because I've already started it, is Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. This is the second book after Vicious. It is a fantasy and I'm loving it. This is my my book club book for January, and I've only got just a little bit left, and I think it's probably going to be a 5-star read for me. You do need to read these in order, so you would need to pick up Vicious first. But basically, it's about some young men and a group of people who are finding out if they die, they can come back different and have extraordinary powers. So I think that's all I'm going to tell you about it. So I hope you pick this one up. It's a good one. My next book is my book of the month, and maybe you pick this one up too, and that's All the Dangerous Things by Stacy Willingham. One reason I was interested in this book is because I read Stacy's book, The Flicker in the Dark, which was a really good one for me. So I'm also thinking this one may be a 5-star. And I don't want to tell you too much about it because if you're like me, you don't want to know too much about a book before you get into it. So I thought maybe I'd just read the first couple lines and see if that intrigues you at all. Today is day 364. 364 days since my last night of sleep. That's almost 9,000 hours, 524,000 minutes, 31 million seconds. I think it's going to be a good one. Check it out. The next book I have is, I was in Goodwill and just looking through some of the books, and this one caught my eye because I always heard about this book, and I've never read it. And I'm thinking, you know what? I need to read that book. And it's really interesting is that it was published in 1969, and that means I can use it for one of the challenges in the Pop Sugar 2023 challenge, read a book in the decade you were born, and I was born in 61. So that book is I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. It doesn't look too big, but it sounds really interesting. This is Maya Angelou's memoir about how she grew up and the struggles she had, and her brother, and how they overcame those things and how it made her the person that she became. And so I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm probably sure some of you have read it, so let me know your thoughts if you have. Next is another book that I'm also using for the Pop Sugar Challenge, and this is a book that you meant to read in 2022, and that was The Last Housewives. This one I got from the library, and I've been hanging on to it, and I kept thinking, oh, I'll get to this in December. I'll get to this in December. Well, I never got to it. So now's the time, and I want to read it. Actually, as soon as I finish Vengeful, this is my next read, and I'm also predicting that this one will probably be, I hope, a 5-star. And once again, I don't want to know too much about it. So let me just give you a little bit of synopsis. While in college in New York, Shay Evans and her best friends met a captivating man who seduced them with a web of lies about the way the world works, bringing them under his thrall. Whew! Sounds like a thriller to me, and I love me some thriller. So check that one out. And the last one on the list is one by an author that I love, and I also did a friend challenge where you ask 12 friends to recommend a book to you, each friend. And so somebody said, read anything by Jodi Picoult. Well, that was easy for me because she's one of my favorites. In fact, Small Great Things is probably one of my favorite books of all time. So the one I'm going to read for that is Mad Honey. And this one she co-authored with Jennifer and Finney Boland. So this should be really interesting. Let's see what this one's about. It says it's a soul-stirring novel about what we choose to keep from our past and what we choose to leave behind and it's from, of course, Jodi Picoult, and she's awesome. Let's read the first line. From the moment I knew I was having a baby, I wanted it to be a girl. Sounds good. Hopefully another 5-star. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 books to get started on, and then this one, which I'll probably end up finishing up today, and I'll start the others. So that's 5 books for January, and I may pick up a few more, we'll see. But 5's a pretty good number for me for January. And I'm really hoping that all of these will be 5-star books, and I'll let you know that at the end of the month if I was able to finish them all, my thoughts on each one, and what the rating was. So find a book, and everybody have a great day reading. And if you like what I've posted, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks everybody, and have a great Saturday. Bye.